All right, so I actually did come prepared with a few questions.
Fire.
Thank God.
Really cool. So first one, do you think Rumble and Kick are actually viable platforms, like long term?
I mean, it's hard to say. I wouldn't want to speak too soon. I feel like for now, like they have some decent traction, but I don't know how much longevity they're gonna have. I think Twitch has just about as much chance of like long-term survival as both of them. So I think they are competitive when it comes to Twitch,
Okay.
but I feel like long-term, like YouTube's just gonna own all of them.
Have you heard about Kick faking viewers though?
I mean, of course I've heard about it. The same with Rumble. I mean, I don't know how real it
Yeah.
is, but I've heard that they count their views very different. Like if you go on at one point and then go off, they'll still count your view for the next hour. So like if someone stops watching, it doesn't immediately register as like a lost viewer. So that may be part of it. I don't exactly know how they do that though.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been skeptical of like Kick and Rumble as far as their views, because obviously, yeah, there is the incentive to go ahead and just like fake views. I don't know. You can't really prove it either, right? Can't prove it's wrong or right for the most part.
Without the back end, yeah, you actually can, and I doubt we're
Yeah.
gonna get any info from them. I mean, at the end of the day, like it's cool that there are platforms that these banned streamers can go to, like Leafy or Sneeko or people like that can go there and they can like have their own audience. Whatever I think about Sneeko, being that he's like a gay cuck, I think it's cool that he has an audience there. I think, and like I'm happy for him that he got that because I believe in freedom of speech, so that's cool. That being said,
Yeah.
I don't know how much longevity they're gonna have if the only people they can attract are people who are banned from other sites. Now Kick and Rumble are getting some streamers from like Twitch who like don't like Twitch anymore, but are they going to be able to pull people away from YouTube, or is YouTube going to start siphoning off the bigger names? That's the question, right?
Right. And the other thing is like when you go on YouTube, you aren't going there usually just to watch like one specific person. It's like a platform to find new people, and I feel like people aren't going on to Kick or Rumble to like find new creators.
No,
right?
they're not. They're going
Feels
there
like they're
for
going
people they
there.
already like.
Yeah, exactly. So
They need,
that's
like,
like
a
the one
community.
biggest problem,
They need like a
and that's hard to
community.
form.
I
It's hard
don't.
to do.
Hey Tom,
Yeah.
I don't think Kick has a community, but I think Rumble, if you're political in the
Rumble
in the
does.
right side, then you're probably going on Rumble to find a community.
But it feels like a lot of people from Rumble are
like-minded people.
like there is a community, but most of them are just like shills for the company. Like they don't seem to actually like care that much about like the community, quote unquote. It's just like they got a bag from it, they're being paid to shill it, so they do it.
Yeah. And you said you watched a little bit of the Nick and Destiny debate, though, right? Like, how much did you see?
I saw the part where they talked about the JQ. I think Destiny posted that to one of his channels, and that's all I saw.
They did that throughout the stream. They talked a lot about that, but they also talked about some other stuff that I found interesting. But yeah, of course, that was like the big thing. You're a fan of Destiny, though, right? I feel like you've mentioned that too.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you
he's-
like
he's
still
content.
watch his stuff actively?
Not as much as I used to, just because I have less time. But I probably watch a few videos of his a week.
Yeah, Destiny is interesting because like I feel like over the years he's changed his position on quite a few things. Like I feel like he used to be further left than he is now for sure.
Well, he used to be pro censorship. I mean, even I actually saw a video that kind of made me like angry at him from a while back, where he was on stream actively. This is in like 20, I want to say 15 or 16, maybe 17 at the latest. Way back when he was still on Twitch. And he was like going through the report method to file a ticket for banning Nick Fuentes, and he got him banned from Twitch.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
pretty
was,
sure he
like,
tried that on
Not cool.
Rumble, right? Was that not?
He tried that on Rumble with Leafy, because Leafy specifically
Oh,
targeted him with
Leafy.
the Melina nudes or whatever, which is
Okay, yeah.
more understandable, but still it's kind of like just gay.
Yeah. And I mean, like, as far as is he like a centrist? Would you say?
No, he's like a libtard.
Okay, so
I don't mean that derogatorily. I just think libtard's funny, but I think he is a liberal for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and he's like, I don't know a whole lot of different like leftist kind of political commentators, but I will say he's like a step above people like Vaush, because Vaush, like at least Destiny is willing to like debate people. Like he debated Nick Fuentes, but like Vaush doesn't debate anybody anymore because I don't know, he just likes his echo chamber that he's in.
Well,
In
he's
my
got a
opinion.
big enough audience to just like farm money off them, and he doesn't. I don't think he really wants to challenge any of the positions for now, because like it doesn't necessarily benefit him to lose in the debate, and he'd rather just not do the work to like grow his positions or like
Yeah.
grow his knowledge, which is, I mean, whatever. That's what he wants to do.
I don't know. I don't really find that very virtuous or like respectful though. In my like just
I don't
just
either.
from
I mean, if
my
you want to
point of
have like
view.
your socialist talking points like kind of repeated back to you, like
Yeah,
Like,
because
a
he just
topic.
sits there on stream. I've seen like a few minutes of it. He'll just sit there and like just talk about stuff, and then his audience will just agree with whatever he says, and they'll be like, "Yep, I'm right. See, 5 people just said I'm
A
right."
point I lost a lot
I
of
don't know.
respect for him was during the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff. The shit he was saying was so wild.
Oh yeah.
I felt very much like he was just like placating like what he thought his audience would want him to say. Or if he genuinely believed what he was saying, that almost makes it worse because then he's just like dumb as fuck and he's not like malicious and a liar.
Yeah, he also supports CP. Like, there's a very famous clip of him where he's like, "I haven't seen a moral or legal argument as to why it should be illegal."
Ronald, you're
And
gonna
it's
get in.
just like,
There we go. I mean,
Yeah, it's just like-
I assume he was just like stealing the Destiny bit about that at the time because Destiny has a clip like that too for a long time ago.
yeah,
Where I don't think he says that exactly. He did that with incest. With CP, he was talking to Amos Yee, and Amos Yee was talking. He was like, don't you think there could be a case where, you know, if you were giving CP to people who are pedophiles, it would prevent them from offending? Which is obviously a wild thing to say, but I think Destiny, for argument's sake, said like, well, I guess maybe that could work. That gets kind of misconstrued into Destiny being a pedophile, which I don't think he's a pedophile.
I
I think
argument
Vaush
is-
was aping his bit basically, which he does a lot.
Yeah, I think that's like a retarded thing to say because it's like, I don't know. I feel like most people who get into that sort of thing are like already porn addicts to begin with. I don't think that, you know, they're necessarily.
I feel like
interested in
some
children
thought experiment
beforehand.
is just like not that necessary, in my opinion. Like it's just not.
Yeah. I mean, right? It's dangerous to even like speak about it in the first place because it's just like something you shouldn't even be talking.
I don't
like,
know that
just-
it's dangerous, but it's just like I don't know that it's intellectually like worthwhile to like talk about something. Like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
think
guess he
it's
was
cringe
talking to
to talk
Amos Yee at the
about.
time, who was an actual pedophile. So I guess that's why he talked about it.
Yeah. I
But in
guess.
general, like I feel like there's some thought pattern and like a train of thought, and there's some like topics. Just like, is it really that intellectually stimulating to like revisit this and debate it like over and over and over again? That's one of those.
Yeah, that's really all I just wanted to talk about. So, all right, I guess I'm gonna go then.
All right. Well, thanks for coming
Alright.
on, man. Take care.
See ya. No problem. Take care.
Good caller.
Smart fella.
Yep.
He's got a head on his shoulders, unlike a lot of the brainless oafs here.
True.
That's what I respect.